Even bigger body.
We're here real time. There's so much to talk about.
I'm happy though. Great career. In all 48 fights.
So, if you don't know, the press conference actually hasn't ended. It's still going on. But here's what we know. We know that the fight couldn't be on CBS according to Stephen Espinoza because of the fall lineup for CBS was already set. And basically, it was just too short of a timetable for them. I really want to listen to Andre Berto. Now, this is all real time. Of course, we're going to have the full press conference and some extras here on the channel. Take your time out to please subscribe. I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live.
I know that it's a fight that was supposed to happen some time ago, and at the same time, it was me just knowing him. It's a fight that I feel that he still wanted to make happen. And like I said, man, just him just coming off of a fight, he just kept finished, getting off of like the biggest fight in history. Of course, it's easy for people to kind of come down play any situation, but if it was anybody else, I believe it'll still be something similar. But like I said, I can't worry about that. I'm not worried about that. I'm just dialed in and I'm focused. I'm ready to do it and just try to, take what's mine. So that's it.
I don't want you to take this question, next question as you, no disrespect at all. Yeah. But it seems like everybody on social media is saying he should be fighting Keith Thurman. He should be fighting Amir Khan. Yeah. Look into that camera and you tell the people why you deserve this fight.
Man, come on, man. Like I say, have you ever seen Andre Berto fight? At the end of the day, man, we ain't here busting our asses on a regular basis in these gyms. Yeah, I've been putting in my work for a long time. So when you're on my Instagram, you see the harvest is coming.
Okay, let's talk. Let's talk. So listen, rumor has it, and shout out to Brian Custer who actually asked the question of, if you don't know, there's a new MGM Grand Arena opening up in April of 2016. Rumor has it, and you're hearing it here, and we talked about it months ago, that the first Mayweather versus Pacquiao fight could have happened in that new arena, but now we're hearing that in May, the rematch of Mayweather versus Pacquiao 2 will happen in that brand new arena, and Floyd will be going for 50-0. What we also know is that the fight could not have taken place on CBS because of the 10-week time frame. For example, when it comes to the fall lineup of programming, the programming is already set back in April and May. So it just was not enough time, according to Stephen Espinoza, to properly promote and get advertisements and sponsors for a Mayweather fight on CBS. So something else we learned is that Floyd Mayweather just keeps saying this is his last fight. Many fans do not believe him. Many of us are looking at it like, okay, well, of course, he wants, to use that as a selling point, and it's smart. Fighting a guy like Andre Berto will be his last fight, and that's the reason why he's taking like a somewhat of a easier fight. Me, in my personal opinion, I don't feel that Andre Berto is just going to roll over and just die. I feel Andre Berto is actually going to put on a pretty exciting fight. However, I got Mayweather winning, but I do feel Andre Berto is going to put on a much more exciting fight. This is what Floyd at the press conference had to say about Amir Khan. He said Amir Khan has to fight Danny Garcia. Just pretty much straight threw him right under the bus. What did he say about Keith Thurman? He said Keith Thurman, of course, should fight Errol Spence. And then he went on to say, earlier he went on to say, he's not familiar with Keith Thurman, and Keith Thurman is calling him out all over the place. We didn't get a solid reason, I guess, or what fans would feel, or media would feel is a justifiable reason on why he's fighting Andre Berto. What they've both been saying is that, well, Andre Berto has never been in a boring fight. And now I'm asking myself the question of, this is what we always got to look at. All boxers have a chance. Yes, Floyd Mayweather is great. I'm not saying Andre Berto is going to win. But what if it is a guy like Andre Berto that beats Floyd Mayweather? Those are the questions we have to ask ourselves. And right now, this could be a situation where, okay, put it this way. The type of fighters that Andre Berto has lost to have been pressure fighter power punchers. Soto Karass, Victor Ortiz, and Robert Guerrero. Remember, that was when Robert Guerrero turned into the Robert Guerrero he is now, as far as this slugger, whatever he is. So, looking at, can Andre Berto match hand speed with Floyd? Maybe. Can he match brain and ring IQ? No. But what I'm saying is, Floyd actually went and said, somewhere along the lines of, I'm not forcing you to buy the pay-per-view. You don't have to buy the pay-per-view. So, that's him being his cocky, and, like him being, cocky and saying, he doesn't, we don't have to buy the pay-per-view, because I guess that's his way of saying, I'm going to get my money regardless. I felt it a little unprofessional to say. But also, let's talk about, well, I'll save that for another video. But yeah, it wasn't nothing. I thought that maybe Andre Berto would try to sell the fight a little more at the press conference. If you don't know, the undercard is going to feature Roman Rocky Martinez versus Orlando Salido 2 at 135. Was it 130 or 135? Oh, 130 pounds WBO title. You're going to have Badou Jack, the WBC 168-pound champion, taking on George Groves. I'm actually happy to see George Groves fighting in the United States. And then Ishe Smith versus Venus Martirosyan on the card that's not on basically the free card that's going to be on Showtime before the actual pay-per-view card begins. There we go. We got George Groves. I'm going to actually go listen to some interviews. This is Teach Your Controversy, Teach Your Controversy Live.